T-Man 978 Chill Review. Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm about to review Mech Planet's The Hot Soldiers soundtrack and Laserbird. You know they're supposed to be a G1 style Soundwave and Laserbeak, but this is an official Hasbro or Takara Tomy product. But this packaging goes miles to grab your nostalgia. Like, this has like every G1 type logo on it ever, from 1984 all the way up to 1990. And then around this side you have some other products they're gonna come out with, like that's supposed to be Sound Blaster and Rat Bat. And back here they're capturing the whole Transformers Collector's Edition style right there from Takara Tomy. So you have that. In this image, at first glance, I thought it was illustrated, but this is actually the toy, but they photoshopped like a glossy finish over it to make it look like that artwork, which is actually really cool that this toy can actually look like an illustration. So that is amazing right there. Here's that image right there. Here's this stuff. This box is just a whole big show, and that's why I'm still on the box. It's because, man. So it really makes you feel like you're getting something with your $20. And this is a lot to me for $20. You get this clamshell with the accessories. You even get this instruction booklet and a collector's card. I said a collector's card, but you actually get two, one for each character right there. And there's no bio, but they do give you tech specs right here. Now looking at this, it has a gold finish on the eyes, or like it's a sticker, but I didn't see any sticker inside of there. The instructions are retro too. They even have these old school yellow arrows right there. But all this translation or the transformation instructions are in horrible English. I mean, they do a good enough job, but it's Soundwave. You'll figure it out. And here is soundtrack out of the packaging. I need to make a correction in my unboxing. I said I bought it from another store. I actually got this from TF Direct. It was $20 when I bought it, and now it's on sale for $15. So, I was saying that I was going to buy one of these for my 3,000 subscriber giveaway, but it looks like it might be out of stock, so I may have to decide on a different toy or different toys for my giveaway. Let's see how that goes. But anyway, this is an awesome looking figure. All the way around, it's like a little tiny masterpiece, but it has some articulation that I would have wanted that stops it from being a little tiny masterpiece. But if you want to still consider it a little tiny masterpiece, you still can. But this head detail is awesome. Yeah, here's the face. It's excellently painted. This thing has awesome paint all over. The plastic quality is stupendous. But here's the side of the head. There's the back of the head. The only area where I have bad paint issues is this, and there is splittage right here in the mold. Now, I don't know whether it came like that or whether it's my fault, because the articulation, the leg rotates right here, but when you bend it, you lose that, and I think I might have been trying to force the bend, so I might have done that myself, honestly. So, this Decepticon logo, rest assured, didn't come with it. That's a repro label from Toy Hacks. But anyhow, yeah, all the details are very nice. They gave us some silver, but mostly they went with a highly cartoon accurate color scheme, because his parts that were silver on the toy were white on the cartoon. And this thing just really, to me, looks like it jumped out of the cartoon even better than the actual masterpiece, which is nuts to me as far as his proportions, because Soundwave was square and blocky, but he was a little bit more beefier than the masterpiece figure. where the figure falls short to me. This joint right there should have been blue. Why they made that this light whitish gray color, I have no idea. Right there, I wish that it had bicep swivel. The fact that he can't move his arms in or out at all. You can do this stuff, but he can't like bend the arm in to touch these buttons, and he definitely can't bend in to touch that button right there on the shoulder like you've known him to be able to do. They did give him a ball joint right here. Like if they went with a hinge and all the joints are tight on this thing, I guess they wanted to be more authentic, but if it was or better looking, but if they would have gave him a ball joint right here, he would have been able to bend in and touch all that, and I wouldn't be complaining right now. These hips go out like that all the way due to transformation. You can kick all the way forward, all the way back. The knee bends, as I was showing you. They have this rotation, but like I said, it doesn't work so well when it's bent right there. It can bend forward due to transformation. The toe can go up and down, but there is no pivot. So if there were things I would have wanted on this, definitely either a ball joint, bicep rotation, some type of way to get around this not turning, and ankle pivot. And oh yeah, it doesn't have a waist joint. I guess due to the transformation, I don't see why they couldn't have lifted this backpack up a little bit and gave you at least a little bit of a waist rotation. I mean, these are here due to the transformation, so that needed to be where that is, but they could have lifted it up. But it is a budget figure, basically. Hollowness, the butt is hollow right there, but that's, oh yeah, and the back of the arms have some hollowness, but that's pretty much that right there. This gun is nice. It doesn't flatten, but to go into other mode, I'll show you that. And this does rotate right there. It pegs onto the peg, and this does come off a little bit easy. So when you're transporting this, definitely be mindful, because it might just fall off. And to show off the head articulation, he can get a lot of range out of this ball joint right there. The chest doesn't actually eject. You have to actually pull this open to get the cassette out, and that is some nice silver paint in there. Like without this Decepticon logo, he definitely looked weird and naked, but that is some cool detail. Laserbird. He does not look like a cassette at all. It just looks like a transformed Laserbeak with the missiles on there. To transform him, you pull these out to the side, and getting this head to rotate out is very difficult. You're probably going to need a tool. I try to grab right here, and I have been able to do that, but I wasn't able to do it at first. The face is so tiny, I can't even zoom in on it. I can't even focus on it. You can see my daggone fingerprints before you can see his face, which is crazy. But it's a nice little accessory. He doesn't actually peg on anywhere on Soundwave, but you can just prop him up. And like I said, be mindful when you're moving from room to room, because that thing will just fall on the floor and you'll never find it. But there you go with that. Size comparison. Where does this guy fit into your collection? Now, I will admit, I thought this guy was a Legends class size toy, and I was more excited about that scale. It is bigger than that. Here he is next to Legends Bumblebee from Titan's Return right there. And Bumblebee should be shorter than him. But then I have a Legend scale character like this Warren Pocket Galvatron, which he is dwarfing. I was hoping to pair him with that set right there. What he scales perfectly with is my broken Generation Toy Megasari right there. So I guess these are meant to scale with that. Now, if you say the Hot Toys, which is THS, which is reminiscent of the Transformers hybrid style, and I do have this convoy right there, he is taller than that convoy. So It doesn't fit in with him. Here he is next to some other Soundwaves, Masterpiece, G1, and War for Cybertron Generations. And there you go with that. This guy looks better than I remember, but there you go with that comparison. And here is your Laserbird comparison right there. So as you can see, he is super tiny. Transformation. Rotate the head around, push it on down. Push the hands back like that. Take this gun out the hand, put the arms like that. Take that off. Roll these arms back. And actually you might want to wait on the hands and put this up in there like that. See? Push these feet up in there. Rotate this. Rotate that. Bring this up. And this peg is very difficult to get in there, but once you get it in there, it stays very, very nicely. Now, like I said, it's kind of difficult. Get up in there. These guns, they attach very differently than you would expect. There's a little peg hole right there, and you want to peg it to these pegs that's on the back of his leg. Now this one, you might want to pull this off, rotate it, put that in there like that, and there you go. And even though this has a handle, unfortunately, it doesn't peg into that hole right there. You got to do the same thing you did on the other side. And there you go. He is a Walkman. Now, unfortunately, these don't sit flush like the Masterpiece or the G1. So, there you go with that. And let's stop that and transform this like that. Open that. Shove him in there. I said, shove him in there. And there you go. There you go. It looks nice. Looks very G1 toy Masterpiece. Blah, blah, blah. It has the power button right there. The volume knob, that doesn't, neither one of those move. This doesn't move. That's what he looks like at the top. You would put the headphone jack there, but it's a peg instead of a hole. So, there you go. You still see the back of his head. They only put the bottom of the belt clip detail right there. Here he is next to G1 Soundwave right here. You can see they have similar details. Oh no, it's the same. The knob is on the same side, so there you go with that. You see the belt clip that is on him. They tried to replicate that right there, but nice comparison. Masterpiece! I'll probably put a picture right here, or I'll cut this whole entire part out. At the end of the day, I forgot something that I was supposed to show y'all. Now I have difficulties getting this back out once you plug it in there, which I told Zero about, and he was like, huh, Emgo did it with no problem. And I was like, Emgo did it with no problem. But if you don't have nails or some type of tool, it's going to be difficult pulling that out. But you pull it out, put it back in there this way. But he has this piece, which is the same thing, just transparent blue. Now, I don't know what that represents. I would say making Energon cubes. But Zero says it probably replicates him firing the blaster. Sure, I'll allow that. Anyway, I like this set. It's rough around the edges. I'm not going to repeat all the complaints that I had, but it's definitely nice to look at. It is beautiful. I love it. And it's small and tiny. Not as tiny as I wanted it to be, but it's still a nice little figure that I can throw in my backpack and carry around with me every single place and watch me do that. Anywho, if you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more of me, click subscribe and click the notification bell. Comment. Ask me anything that I might have forgot to show off or things you want to know. Share. T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching.